Can't beat an hearty breakfast to start the day. Welcome to Paris. You know we're in Paris because there's a big tower, commonly known as Eiffel Tower. Beautiful. In fact, I feel like breaking into a French accent. Bonjour and welcome to Paris. C'est la Paris? It's not.
Je ne comprends pas.
We're in Blackpool, which is more fun. Been here about an hour. We've already had a full English breakfast and lots of fun. Apparently, there is, a Pride today. Blackpool, for me, takes me back to my childhood, pleasure beaches. But then I spent many a time here when I was about 18, 19. Just come here about 2-3 times every year for a good booze cruise. Some stories to tell you. Sorry there, I'm getting people's way. But now, today, with a couple of pals, and it's looking at things completely different. There's going to be lots of characters hanging around today. I'm going to play around with a few options. I've got the R6 35mm. I've already set up auto settings, F8, auto ISO. It's all about the personality and characters. Got a good light day today. It's forecasted around 26 degrees Celsius. So there we go, look at my cat's back to front, I mean business. This is a great place just to hang about. You've got people sat down, people wandering in front of those people sat down. It's creating layers, it's creating interest. And remember, street photography is all about just getting the right story. Also, want to be mindful about getting the composition right, getting the spacing right between the individuals, but key is getting colour, getting the right characters and creating depths as well. That character there, see him? There's a character there, in yellow. I think this is it. This is the start of the parade, I think. Oh, I see there's fast cars in the background. Tell you what, there's plenty of life going on today. And there's, oh my word, screeching. When I set out today with a vision in mind of what Blackpool is going to be, what it's going to be like, I just envisioned Kiss Me Quick hats and candy floss and things like that. Not Gay Pride weekend. I tell you what, I couldn't have chosen a better weekend full of colour, characters, and the light is something else. Absolutely nothing happening whatsoever. It's really died down, nothing photographed whatsoever, there's no life. What's going on here? What's going on here? So I did have tensions today of playing around with the apertures, open it wide open to get that shallow depth of field. But to be honest, I'm more interested in the characters, the people, just watching out for what they're going to do. So not really had the opportunity to experiment. So I'm fixed on F8, 500th of a second and auto ISO. And that's it with a place like this. What's more important for me is getting that right moment. And you could argue, is that what street photography is about? It's about the candid moments. And for me, it's important not to miss them. We ventured into the pier, I think it's Central Pier. Behind me, the sun is blaring down, so it's quite testing. So I've had a bit of a rest. I'm going to make our way in the shade, basically. Sort of a good, maybe 1, 2, 3 hours out in the sunshine, the promenade, a few sights and sounds, but it's time to hit the shade. When I say shade, I mean head towards where the shade is. Of course, in terms of photography, you want light as well as shade. So, mindset, light splashes, contrast, shadows. So it turns out. Well, I'm going to draw this video to a close. It's been hard work, but I know when I've finished. I've been here about 4 or 5 hours, and it's now a time. Someone just walking behind me. You might know him. It's now a time then I go home and look through the probably hundreds of shots and find out the most interesting one. There's some secrets in the background which I never expected. A lot of this today, back of the camera, not the eyepiece, because of the light. I'm not really being able to see what I'm shooting, so a bit of identifying a scene and hoping for the best. You see, the reason I want to do this is because I want to avoid that, so I want to come across as inconspicuous as possible. That's the art of street photography, I suppose, depending on how you want to shoot. Right, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. From a very warm Blackpool is the final gallery of the day.
From my winter hell, I've got candles and candy. I can be your daddy if you only let me creep into your prison cell.